Hey, good morning, everybody. It's Susan Proper with Susan Gets Social. Hope everybody's doing fine. I am expecting to go live this morning with Isabelle, and I am going to leave the pronunciation of her last name to her. She's from Canada, Niagara Falls, Canada. I've been to Niagara Falls, and it's a beautiful place. It was a long time ago, so I'm hoping she's going to join us in just a moment and tell us a little bit about herself and her practice. Hey, there she is. Okay, so now all she has to do is request to join us, and she'll be with us in a moment. But I was looking at her profile, and hey, Isabelle, so just request to join the live, and I'll let you in. Okay? So Isabelle has a very interesting practice. She she teaches chair yoga, and she's also very much into astrology and all about the science of the moon and the stars. And there's down in the bottom of the screen, Isabelle, there's these little happy faces, and that's where you request to join. Do you see that? See the little two happy faces on the bottom of your screen? Okay, yeah, I can't, let's see. I've got other people requesting to join. Okay, on the bottom of your screen, in the black portion of your screen, there's the question mark, there's a place where you make your comments. There's the little paper airplane where you can share. And then there's a happy face, so you can I don't know if you see it. I don't know why you don't see it. Let's see who else. You don't see it, huh? I don't know why it says you're unable to join. Isabelle, try going out of the live and then join again. Yeah, and see if you can come back in. That's right. Anyway, so I'll continue to talk about you, though. That's fine. So Isabelle teaches chair yoga, and she also is into essential oils and astrology and astronomy, maybe a little bit in there as well, because from what I was reading on her profile, she she's very much into how all of these things work with your body and affect your body and affect your spirituality and your mindset. She's a mindset believer, and I am such a mindset believer too, so I think that's a great thing. And I know she teaches yoga at a park near where she lives in Niagara Falls. So I hope she can get in and tell you more. You only have the emoji one? And 3 dots. Yeah, 3 dots are in the comments, right? You don't have two little smiley faces that are like intertwined, right? I don't know why you don't have that, Isabelle. And if I click on the two little dots, it tells me that you're unable to join, and I'm not quite sure why that is. You know what? I'm not quite sure how we can do this. Otherwise, trying to think if there's a way, hi Eaglefish, if there's a way that, let's see, I'm gonna log out and then you go live and I'll see if I can join the live in just a minute. So everybody, we're gonna switch the Susan Gets Social for a minute to Joy, Soul, Vitality, okay? And I know that might confuse some people who are watching right now, because we do have a few people watching right now, and I'm sorry for that. But we can't get our guest to log on. Oh, here we go. I think she just... figured it out. I think.
I
There she is! Yay!
Yay! I was able to do it through my phone and not my laptop.
Oh yeah. Okay. Oh right. Yeah. I don't think you can do it through your laptop now.
Okay. Well, see, we learn something new every day.
Yeah, I'm on my phone too. So right. Okay, well, I'm so happy that you're here. Yay. Because I'm doing a monologue all about you, and I'm like, shoot, I hope I'm getting this right.
Well, the little bits that I heard you, I was like very impressed. You've done your homework.
Well, I try to learn a little bit about everybody who I speak with, but the whole idea of Susan Gets Social is, for us to share a little bit of our wisdom with the audience, but I also want to know who it is that I'm talking with. So, yeah, so anyway, tell me, I know you're into doTERRA oils. I'm into Young Living oils, and they're both fantastic oil companies. But yeah, so tell me about you're very much into the astrology part, and you talk a lot about science. So tell me, how you weave that into your yoga practice and your teachings.
Oh, wow. That's a big question, Susan. Basically, I am a true believer of, the magnetic poles of the planets. That has been scientifically proven. And we are affected by it. We are, 80%, 70% water. And we are, energetic beings. So, clearly all of that is connected. And then when we do our yoga practice, we center and we meet ourselves where we're at in the moment. And that kind of, we meet ourselves in the moment, and we really tap into how we're feeling and what we're experiencing in that moment, whether it be, high energy, low energy, clearing energy. And it just feel like all of it is connected. When I do teach yoga, I often have a little blurb at the beginning about what's going on in the like planetary wise, just to let people know. It almost allows this understanding of, that we're not alone. We're all kind of experiencing the same thing. And it's because we all share a universe. We all share, you teach yoga, Susan, so we're all connected.
Yes.
And the best way for me to explain it to people is to really give them that vast understanding that, you know, we share a universe, we share air, we're electrical beings, we share energy, and we share energy and we share water, you know.
Right.
If we think about the moon and how, you know, I like to follow the rhythms of the moon. I feel that that's a really important practice, and I'm doing it more and more in my life, and it's made a huge difference in my life. And when you think about how the moon affects big, large bodies of water, bringing the tide in and the tide out, you know, we have to think about our 70% water and how that's shifting us in our in, you know, shifting us, because it's moving our water, it's, you know, it's changing us as well. So
Right.
it's all connected. There's the 5 elements, there's, you know, everything is the 5, and there's more than 5 elements really, but in astrology there's 4 elements in astrology, but there's more than 4 elements.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you teach yin yoga? Because yin yoga is very much based on lunar as well. Of course, you know, yin and yang and all that. But do you teach yin?
I do teach yin. Yes.
Mhm.
I actually love yin. I feel like a hatha practice is balanced with a yin practice.
Yes. Yeah.
I feel like they kind of go hand in hand.
Mm-hmm.
With the chair, not so much, but even in my hatha practice, I feel that I tend to slow things right down and really get people to move inwards and connect with themselves. So I have yin aspects even in my hatha classes, for
Okay.
sure.
So are you predominantly hatha and chair teacher?
No, I teach all forms of yoga.
Okay.
You know, meditation is probably, I would say that chair yoga is my jam. Like, I love it.
Mm-hmm.
I feel, and the reason why is because it's accessible to everybody. I'm able to, reach more people, and more people are able to move their bodies, and you know, and that's the main goal, is to get as many people moving their bodies as possible.
Yeah.
So that's why chair yoga is my jam, and then meditation for me is my other love, my other passion, because it both have changed my life, both.
Really?
So yeah, oh yes, in profound ways. Yes, absolutely.
So do you have like a transformation story with meditation, or for you personally, or how, when you say it changed your life, is it too personal, or is it something that you can share?
I'll share parts of it.
Okay.
I took a 6-month meditation course. It was a Samadhi meditation course, not far from my house, actually. So, and every day we meditated for an hour. And the meditation it started with a walking meditation, and then it was a sitting meditation. And it was based on Samadhi. Basically, it's the Samadhi meditation. We had this guru that has opened up all these meditation centers all across the world, and he's from Thailand. And you know, he has these books, and you follow the books. So the first hour was theory, and then the second hour was meditation. And I'll have you know, by the end of the 6 months, I was a completely different person. You know, I had it in me, but it was a profound change. I was able to, you know, what it did for me is I was able to just let go of stuff that really wasn't important. You know, we think things are important, and you know, we tend to we grind them in our minds, and that kind of stuff went away. You know, it was the difference between the thoughts controlling me and to myself, not so much controlling my thoughts, but having a say in my thoughts. I was able to more be clear about what I wanted to think about, or what I wanted to have in my life, or what I wanted to stimulate myself with, right? It was that clarity that came for
Yeah.
sure.
Isn't that awesome when that happens? I know sort of what you experience, because I've had a similar experience in my life too. And it's it just sort of like, it's like this boom, this shift that just happens. And it doesn't matter if it happens excuse me, when you're 30 years old, or when you're 40 years old, or 70 years old. It's just like whoop, it just happens, and all of a sudden there's just this change, and you just look at the whole world differently, and you look at yourself differently.
Yeah.
And it's just phenomenal that you have that opportunity in your life to
Mm-hmm.
feel that change and be that change. And that's wonderful that that happened for you. Yeah.
Oh yeah, like if
Really great.
if I could just help everybody do that in the world, I think we'd
Mhm.
have a more peaceful place.
I would agree with you. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I definitely, and a more pleasant world to live in, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
I
much more
agree.
pleasant world to live in. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And was that during during your life as a yoga teacher? Is that when that occurred, or that was pre-yoga? That was pre-yoga.
It was pre-yoga, and I knew that I needed to do it for quite a few years before I actually did it. It was like a calling.
Okay.
And so, and then I found it, and like I said, it was minutes from my home. It was free. It wasn't a course I had to pay for. It was, I mean, we had to pay for our books, and, you know, you paid with time, and, you know, the whole trajectory through the course, you know, it wasn't easy.
Mhm.
There was definitely roller coaster rides with, you know, inner work, right? So when you start to look at shadows and corners of your inner self,
Yeah.
it can get messy before it gets pretty.
Sure.
And you know, and that hasn't gone away. I'm still, you know, it's a lifelong journey of clearing those corners.
Yeah.
Right? It's a
Yeah. Never
lifelong
stop.
journey.
That's
Never
right.
stops.
Yeah,
So
that is
that
true.
was that was the beginnings, and probably the most profound, you know, biggest change that I had. And so, yeah, so that was the beginning. And then from there, I started my holistic practice. You know, I became a reflexologist. I'm a reflexologist.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah, I do Indian head massage. I work with the oils in my practice, with aromatherapy treatments.
Hmm.
And then I'm a crystal Reiki master as well. So I work with crystals, which I know you do too. We have a lot in common, Susan. Um, and so that's what I do in my practice. And then again, the calling for yoga was actually probably longer than the meditation. That's been for years, because I've had a, you know, 20 plus year yoga practice. I've been doing yoga for it forever, a couple of decades. And then it presented itself, and I jumped on it. It was an opportunity. It presented itself. Once again, it was, you know, it was not far from my home, and just, you know, one of those things where it was gifted, right, by the universe. It's time now, you know, kind of. It was the message, right? These are little messages that we need to listen to and see, and then jump on that train. So that's what I did, and I've been teaching yoga ever since, and it's a huge passion. I love it. Love it. And then, you know, and then there's the astrology, which is it's really connected to everything, because if we look at our our natal charts, okay, what comes up when we were born as far as the planets and their placement, and we are able to you know, decipher the language of what that means, we get to really understand who we are, and it makes it okay. It really is giving you a permission slip to be your authentic self. And that's what I love about astrology. And so that's why I really, it's you know, and it ties in with the numerology too. Interestingly enough, the numerology, when I do a chart and I do astrology and the numerology together, they always combine together, and they fit in. So generally I'll do the astrology chart first and then I'll do the numerology, and I'm always blown away because
Wow.
they basically they complement each other. They say the same thing pretty much ish, you know. It's amazing. It really is.
Wow. So I mean, my goodness, you're like the what's that term? That funny movie? Oh, the full Monty. You do everything. You do astrology. You do the numerology. You do the Reiki. You do aromatherapy. You do yoga and meditation. My gosh, you do everything. That's unbelievable. When I grow up, I want to be just like you.
Oh, you don't need to grow up to be just like me.
Wow. Well, that's true. That's true. But wow,
but
that's awesome.
Yeah, it's these are all my passions. These are all things I'm super passionate about, and you know, I've been told that I should really niche down to one thing, and you know, I have in certain areas, but I can't imagine my life without these things. So I do all of it, and then you know, I have to be, you know, niching down, I think, is more of an internet term, because you're trying to be more available for certain groups on the interweb. But I think in, you know, the big spectrum of everything is those things all like make me who I am. So it's
Yeah. I totally get that because, you know, so I'm into yin yoga. My passion is yin yoga. That's just my love. But I'm into yoga nidra too. That's like a close runner up. And then I'm into oils and I'm into crystals, and I'm a holistic life coach, right? And my husband sometimes will say to me, Susan, don't you think you should do just one thing? Just do one thing. And I'm like, but all of that makes it like who I am, and I'm the one thing, right? And he's like, but that's so confusing. And I'm like, I don't think so, you know?
yeah.
Yeah.
I think for me, the niching down has really come down to, and right now Uranus is like retrograde in my Saturn, and yeah, I know you don't know what that means, but it's really getting me clear on what my values are and what I really want to do, like what I really want my legacy to be on this planet, and how I really want to help people, and everything I do helps.
Oh, you froze. Oh,
Yeah,
there you
yeah.
are.
My phone rang. That's so funny. So yeah, everything I do is really essentially for, you know, to guide and help and teach. I'm a teacher. That's basically what I am. I'm just a teacher. I teach all of these things. But the I think ultimate goal for me is exactly that, the coaching. Taking all of these modalities that I've learned and continue to learn, because yoga, as you know, is endless learning.
Yeah.
And astrology is the same thing. It's forever learning. And so, but taking these things that I've learned and guiding people through these modalities and helping them live their best life, you know, giving them self-acceptance for who they are, and because it's in your chart, it's who you are. There's no denying it, right? And it's okay to be that person. And you know, the guidance behind it, right? There's so much guidance in the zodiac chart as to, you know, what your life lessons are, and so all of these things. So yeah, so the ultimate goal is the coaching, because it's the teaching. the teachings, just sharing the teachings.
That's right.
So you can tell your husband that that's what you are. You're a teacher of all these beautiful things. You are one thing. You're the teacher.
Right. Okay, I'll remember to tell him that. But I kind of already have told him that. Yeah.
That's great.
So I have one more question for you, Isabelle, and then we'll head off because it's about time. But how do you pronounce your last name for people who want to know, like me?
Okay, yeah, that's a very good question. Oh, that's so funny. I get that asked that all the time. So there's two ways of pronouncing my last name. There's the Italian way, and then there's the Canadian or North American way of saying it. So I'll say the North American way is Gargagliano, just every syllable, Gargagliano.
Okay.
And then the, European Italian way would be Gargagliano.
Gargagliano. Oh, that sounds so romantic.
Gargagliano.
Gargagliano. Oh, I love that. Where's your family from in Italy?
So my dad was originally from Sicily.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah. My husband always says, be careful, she's Sicilian.
Yeah. I love Italy. Oh my God. I can't wait to travel again. I just can't wait. Oh,
I know a lot of people are feeling that way.
Yeah.
It's definitely, people are going to want to travel a lot once everything opens up. I actually just read that Costa Rica just opened up their borders. So, so if people want to travel there, there's only a few states that they will let in the U.S. Probably the ones that are a little bit more calm and
less of a hot spot than Florida. Florida is a hot spot.
Yeah. So so they've opened up the borders to certain states and to Canada. So that's exciting for people that want to get away.
Yeah, pack your bags, girl. Get going. Nice. Well, it has been so nice chatting with you and sharing information with you, and I thank you. And I'm so glad we finally got figured out why you weren't able to get on initially, and I'm sorry for that confusion.
Oh, no, that's okay.
It didn't occur to me initially, why there was such difficulty in the beginning, but now we know. So
I've learned something and I'm happy about it.
Yes, that's right. So if you try to do this again in the future with anybody else, even now, it's got to be on the phone. So
thanks so much, Susan.
If people are trying to reach you, your social media handle on Instagram is
Joy Soul Vitality, and it's the soul, SOLE of the foot. Joy Soul Vitality, and that's where you can find me. You can find me there on Instagram and on Facebook, and my website is also joysoulvitality.ca.
Okay.
So many places to find me. Thank you so much, Susan, for having me.
It was so nice to meet you.
Yeah, and thanks for sharing me with your community, and it's an honor to be here today. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Namaste.
Right. We'll talk soon. Namaste.
Okay. Yeah, let's talk soon.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.